Hi folks, T-Witty here. Welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Last time, when we left off, we had finally won the battle against Shank. This difficulty's gonna be fun, I can tell. The reason I changed my mind and decided to just, grit my teeth and do my best to make it happen is, it's pretty simple, actually. Most of the encounters that I'm gonna skip, at least when we first come across them, I'm able to go back and do them later, after I've got my whole party and they're geared up and I can use an actual strategy other than a level 1 protagonist. However, anything inside Candlekeep in the tutorial is inaccessible after I complete, tutorial. Yeah, it's a tutorial, but after I complete the prologue, I'm locked out of those encounters. I cannot circle back and do them if I skip them now, so that's mostly okay. There's only a couple. Problem. There's only really one other, maybe two, that we're gonna have to deal with. So, here is John Delar. Let's talk to him.
Hey!
Hey there, Skippy. I see you're up early this day. Well, your father, Gorion, has asked me a strange favor. Seems like he wants you to learn some fighting and asked me to be the teacher, so I hope you brought your staff with you. Hostile creatures have red circles around their feet. Left-clicking within the circle will direct you to attack me. You can switch weapons using the quick weapon icons. The weapon outlined in green is the current weapon. Attack with fists only, empty quick slot, if you only wish to knock your opponent unconscious. You don't have to worry about that with me, so use your staff. If you have magical abilities, try casting a spell at me by left-clicking on the spell icon at the bottom of the screen. Left-click on one of the spells that come up, and cast it on whichever target you want. I just hope you have an offensive spell memorized. During our fight, I'm going to spring a little surprise on you. Remember, you can press the spacebar at any time and pause the game. This will give you time to think, especially once my little surprise comes up. Are you ready now? Good. We got John Delar, and we got Eric, who popped up behind us. You did good, kid, especially after Eric started firing those arrows at you. I'm sure your father would be proud. You should go talk to the gate warden if you want some experience in fighting with a group of people. You can find him just south of here. Out there, it can be pretty important to know how to fight with allies at your side. Alright, off they go. And here we are at the storehouse. Revor.
By Moradin's hammer!
I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this building yesterday already. Hop to it. Get in there. Revor has once again pressed me into service in his storehouse. All reports suggest that our feline forces have turned traitor and that the rats are on the offensive. It appears that I am our last hope in the face of such an awesome display of power. Farewell, dear journal. Farewell. Alright, so this is going to take a while. I'm toying with the idea of off-screening it, because the rats can't actually hurt me, but their HP buff is insane. Why did you enrage? Yeah, so you see the rats resist 15, the rats resist all but 2 damage no matter what. Now normally that's not a big problem. I think it's something they put in the base coding to keep the rats from giving. But the issue is that on Legacy of Baal, everything is buffed to, I want to say 85 hit points. Or it's got 85 hit points added to its base. So that becomes less and less of a factor as we advance, you know? It's like, say, the demo Gorgon at the bottom of Watcher's Keep. What? Oh. It's just because my enrage ended. It's like, what the hell? 15 damage? I don't need to off-screen it, though. We can just wait. Alright, so without the enrage, I'm gonna hit a little less often. But that's okay. Anyway, as I was saying, throw 85 extra hit points on the demo Gorgon at the bottom of Watcher's Keep. Doesn't really matter. It's a drop in the bucket by that point. But these early game enemies in the first game, when you're a level 1 protagonist or whatever, that's massive, right? So, the early parts of this difficulty are the hardest. Like, getting through the low levels, getting through the first game, is by far the hardest part of the Legacy of Ball playthrough, as we're seeing here. So once we get out of Candlekeep, which I'm hoping we'll be able to do this episode, once we get out of Candlekeep, alright! There's the first rat gone.
Problem.
Now if I leave, which I'm trying to do, I should be able to save.
Problem.
The reason I want to save after each kill is in case one of my weapons breaks. So I can't have that. So anyway, after we get out of Candlekeep, there's a nice sequence we can go through. Like, we'll begin by recruiting a few party members, running around, solving as many side quests as we can solve with no combat at all, which should be enough to gain our group a few levels. Then, you know, we'll get to a certain tier where we can start some simple combat encounters, and then, you know, it's going to be a very long time. If you're wondering, before I fight any mage, any magic user, I need to get Jaheira to level 5 so she can learn Insect Swarm. But I've kind of identified the order in which to do things that should keep them doable without this level of grunt work. The only exception to that, unfortunately, is the literal prologue, because it is in the prologue where we cannot eventually circle back and complete the encounter. Which means I don't want to skip it. We're close, though. After the rats, there's the group battle training. The advantage there is, like, I can do it, I can leave, it doesn't really matter. And then I have to beat Carbos, who's literal carbon copy of Shank. They're identical, for all intents and purposes, in their combat spec. So I'll probably just bait him outside, let a Watcher help me, same as I did with Shank. Boom, there's another one.
It will be done. Not a
3 more. Critical hit, double damage. 4! I think that party AI toggle is the reason he used Enrage without me telling him to. I really don't want him to do that, because Enrage is only once a day. I want everyone to strictly stick to the commands I give them. It's a little more tedious that way, but there's not a single encounter on this difficulty that we're not going to want to meticulously plan and control. Excuse me. I feel a little nauseous tonight. Something might have been off in my dinner. Hope not. Oh gosh. And then there were 2.
Not a problem. With ease.
I don't know if I'd go that far. I mean, the fact that they can't damage me makes this doable. Yeah, so I remember reading about this when the Legacy of Ball difficulty first dropped, and there's something inside the base game, which they put that damage resist in the base game in order to prevent the rats from gibbing in this first combat encounter, and they didn't think to remove it for Legacy of Ball when they gave them the inflated hit points. And I guess they decided it was a fun preview of what the difficulty would be like, so they never patched it out. Thirsty as fuck, too. Weird night. Not in terms of anything that's happening, I just feel weird. There we go.
Done.
Then there was one.
With ease.
Oh. Rolled my chair leg onto my phone cable. I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna take my headphones off. This was a toll-free number, so I'm quite certain it's just a spam email, but I'm gonna listen to voicemail while this is happening. Alright, I actually need to send an email based on that. Oh shit! My weapon broke. See, that's why we've been saving every time. Alright, let's try it again. If you're wondering, by the way, about how weapon degradation works in this game, it's not actually degradation. Every single attack you make with a non-magical weapon, there's a very, very small chance that it will break. So, it's not like there's a durability counter that is degrading over time. It could just as easily break on the very first attack as it could with any other. In case you're wondering. Alright. Combat's over.
With ease.
There we go. Alright. Oh, it's tab, not alt. Okay, let's have a look here. A silver ring. A ring is a small band of precious metal that is used as jewelry. Some rare rings have had enchantments placed upon them that confer various magical abilities. These rings are highly sought after, especially by those of the adventuring profession. Statistics weight 0. Alright. Else. 2 other containers. Both empty. Okay. Let's talk to Revor then.
With ease.
Ah yes, kill them like the rats that they are. A glorious battle unlike any this world has ever seen. Here's 5 gold pieces. Don't spend it all in one place. Mental note. Don't join the armed forces. They never inform you of the full danger when you enter, and they always pay you squat when you leave. Revor gave me all of 5 gold pieces for putting my life on the line in there. Isn't there a Candlekeep People's Revolutionary Front I can join somewhere? That's a Life of Brian reference. In case you're wondering. Why can't I save it this time? That's the real question. Another tutor.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Oh, hello, child. I'm given to understand that you might need to know about saved games. What temporal mysteries can I illuminate for you? Alright, tell me about saving my game. To save your game, select the Quick Save button or the Options menu, then Save Game. Saving your game that way either overwrites an earlier save or saves your game to a new slot. If you're worried about saving space, you can delete old saves from this screen too. Are there any other mysteries of time you would have me shed some light upon? How do I load an earlier save? Life's too short to live with mistakes, especially when you can go back in time and avoid making them. To quickly reload your quick save, press the L key on your keyboard if you have one. Otherwise, access a full list of saved games by selecting Load Game from the options screen. A note, however, once you decide to load an earlier save, to even access your list of saved games, you will be unable to resume your current game. You'll need to either load one of your saves or quit the game. Is my progress ever saved automatically? Yes. Anytime you enter a major plot area or leave a world map area, your game is saved. These autosaves are listed alongside your quick saves and manually created saved games. You have 3 autosave slots and they are used in rotation. You can go back 3 autosaves, but no further. What happens if I die? Can I still load an earlier save? Yes. If you die, you may load an earlier save, provided one is available. I've done so 3 times myself, just today. Very refreshing. No mysteries today, thank you. Yes, of course. Now, the week before that I was in Netheril. Was that before or after it fell? See, that's funny. They think it's funny anyway. The Inner Grounds. No, he may look like a generic watcher, but this is Hull. Hey, kid. I woke late this morning and left my sword in the barracks before going on duty. If you want to get it for me, it's in the chest at the foot of my bed on the right side of the barracks. Quick now, before the gate warden catches me without it. You'll also find an antidote there. I think Dreppen needs one for old Nessa. Journal updated. Hull's sword. Hull, one of the ever-present watchers here in Candlekeep, forgot his sword in the barracks this morning. He has asked me to fetch the weapon from its resting place in the chest against the right wall. Sure thing.
Our rules are very strict.
Gate warden. Soon be gone, will ye? Aye, Gorion asked me to teach you a bit about the finer arts of mass combat afore you leave. Can I pique your interest with it, Skippy? Yes, Gate Warden, I would appreciate that. Gorion's in a hurry, Gate Warden, and I'm afraid I can't spare the time. Sorry. Good then, child. 'Tis one thing to maintain control of yourself in the heat of battle, but 'tis quite another to maintain one's authority or a group. I've asked the illusionist to run through a few simulations for you down in the storage cellars. Just follow me this way and I'll unlock the door for you. Let me talk to these other tutors first.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Hello, child. I was asked to help you with your journal, if you need help, that is. I was hoping you could tell me about journal entries. Keeping track of one's progress is important. When we do not learn from our own history, we repeat past mistakes. Open your journal to view a written log of your adventures by selecting the quill and ink icon on the left menu bar. Is there any more I can tell you about your journal? Could you teach me about quest entries? If you receive a quest, you can review its details by opening your journal and selecting the Quests tab. You'll find a list of your current quests. Selecting one brings up a history of that quest's progress. Once you complete a quest, all its relevant entries are marked as finished. All your quests, completed or not, are sorted by chapter, so you can recall exactly when you completed each one. Is there any more I can tell you? Yeah, I'd like to know how to write my own journal entries. Yes, of course. Notes are valuable tools. You can add your own journal entries from the journal screen by selecting Add Entry. On the journal screen, you'll see a list of all the entries you've written and options to add or edit others as you like. You can delete an entry by selecting Edit Entry and removing the text. The results are the entries are sorted chronologically. What do I do if I want to keep a note for later but don't want to keep it in my backpack? Letters and notes can be copied to your journal by selecting Copy Note on the letter's description screen. Notes copied in this way are stored among your journal entries. I've nothing to ask right now, thank you. If you think of any questions in your travels, be sure to write them down. Return to me if you wish to continue your lessons. Let's talk to this one too.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Ah, child, I was informed you might be needing instruction on how to properly bend the universe to your will. Is there anything I can tell you about the casting of spells? Tell me how to memorize spells. Mages and bards memorize spells by selecting the Mage Spellbook icon on the left side of the screen. Clerics, druids, and high-level paladins and rangers do so from the Priest Scroll icon directly below the spellbook. Select a spell's name to view its description. To memorize a spell, select the Memorize button. Each casting of a given spell must be prepared separately. To cast Magic Missile twice, you must memorize it twice. Choose higher-level spells using the tabs at the top of the screen. Once you have selected spells for memorization, you will need to rest before casting them. What more can I teach you about spell casting? Once I've memorized a spell, how do I cast it? You can access all memorized spells by selecting the spellcasting icon on the main gameplay screen. Scroll left and right to view your memorized spells. Once you find the spell you want to cast, select its icon. Many spells require you to select a target creature or location before casting. Once you cast a spell, you must rest before casting it again. Tell me about classes that cast spells spontaneously. Unlike traditional spellcasters, sorcerers and shamans can cast any spell they know if they have spell slots of that spell's level available. Spell slots are pooled by spell level. If you run out of level 3 spells, you can still cast level 2 spells. Resting restores all spell slots. How do I learn new spells? For clerics, druids, and high-level paladins and rangers, your spell allotment, determined by class and alignment, is fixed. When you gain access to spells of a new level, you learn all your spells of that level. Mages and bards learn spells by copying them from spell scrolls. In your inventory, unknown spells appear with a green shaded overlay on the scroll's icon. To transcribe a spell in your spellbook, access the scroll's description from the inventory screen. Select the right magic button, and if your attempt is successful, the spell will be inscribed in your spellbook. The scroll is consumed in the process. If you fail, you'll need another scroll before trying again. Sorcerers and shamans select one or more spells to learn at every new level. Once learned, these spells are available to cast for the rest of their career. I'll learn more casting spells than being lectured about them. You say that now, but when you find yourself in a dark forest, surrounded by displacer beasts, and can't use your spellbook's contents, I do hope you'll remember this conversation. Return to me if you change your mind. Alright, let's do this now. Oh, fuck, I'm thirsty. Wow. There you be, Skippy. If you haven't trained with Obe yet, then the door's wide open and all you needs to do is march in. If you've already done your training, then you should go and see Gorion. Your father is anxious to see you. Oh yeah, I have to let him leave. Skippy, the gate warden asked me to prepare a little going-away party for you. A bit of mass combat practice is in order, I believe. Well, I'll make it real simple for you. Canderous, Mordain, Arcanus, Dieter, and Osprey are all going to join your party. You'll have complete control over them, same as you will with anyone else who might join you in your coming travels. Once they've all joined your party, I'm going to summon in several illusions of common monsters you might encounter outside the safety of this keep. These illusions will attack the party, and it will be up to you to issue the necessary orders to dispose of them. Remember, these creatures are illusions, and they won't be able to hurt you. Try your best to kill them, however, because in the real world, pain, harm, and even death are far more real. Gosh, excuse me. That was a good one, though. Some of your comrades will have magic items, such as potions and wands. You'll have to equip these in the quick slots of the characters who have them. Some of them also have spells. You can cast these during the battle. Remember, even rogues and warriors can benefit from a good understanding of these more arcane forms of combat. Every so often I will ask you if you've had enough. If you have, then I shall teleport you back outside. If you wish to continue practicing, however, then I shall create some more illusions for you to fight. Are you ready then? Good, here we go. So this is purely about practice. There are some hacks you can do in order to take the equipment off of these temporary party members, but that's taking advantage of glitches. We're not going to do it. So we're going to access any lore that we can get out of their inventories and other character backgrounds. We'll play around a little bit, and then we'll just try to get out of here, because there's no experience to be had, there's no quest to complete. It's pure tutorial. Alright. We got gibberlings. Let's see what we got. Let's start with nope, that's German. Let's start with inventories. Arcanus. He's got battle axe, arrow, chainmail, helmet. This class of decorative helmet, made of reinforced leather or metal, covers the face and head. Eye slits and breathing holes come highly recommended. Statistics: equipped abilities, protects against critical hits, weight 2, not usable by Bard, Mage, Monk, Thief, Kensai. Alright, he's got nothing we didn't look at before. He also has no biography. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm pretty sure none of them have a biography. Canderous, Osprey, Mordain, Dieter. Yeah. Mace. Plate mail, we have not seen. Plate mail is a combination of chain armor with metal plates covering the vital areas, such as the chest, abdomen, and groin. Similar in construction to bronze plate mail, true plate mail comprises chain and leather. Statistics: Armor Class 3, 0 versus Slashing. Requires 12 Strength, weight 50. Not usable by Bard, Druid, Mage, Monk, Shaman, Thief, Kensai, Archer, Stalker, Beastmaster, Barbarian. Small Shield plus 1. A small shield is usually round and is carried on the forearm, gripped with the shield hand. Its lightweight as compared to a medium shield permits the user to carry other items in that hand, although he cannot wield or carry another weapon. Statistics: equipped abilities, armor class plus 2, no protection against missile attacks. Requires 4 strength, weight 3. Not usable by Bard, Druid, Mage, Monk, Shaman, Thief, Kensai. Warhammer, medium shield, and a Wand of the Heavens. This wand will cause a pillar of flame to shoot out of the sky and strike the chosen target. The flames will do 8d6 damage to the target, with 1s taken as 2s, unless the target makes a save versus wand, in which case he will take half. The wand only has a certain amount of charges and will be destroyed when they are used. Statistics: charge abilities, Flame Strike. Damage 8d6 fire, save versus wand for half. Range 120 feet, area of effect 1 creature. Requires 9 intelligence, weight 1. Not usable by Bard, Fighter, Mage, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Thief, Barbarian. We've got a Wand of Magic Missiles. When activated, the wand will eject a missile of magical energy that darts forth and unerringly strikes its target. This includes enemy creatures in a melee. The target creature must be seen or otherwise detected to be hit, however, so near total concealment, such as that offered by arrow slits, can render the spell ineffective. The missile will inflict 1d4 plus 1 points of damage. Statistics: charge abilities, 1 magic missile will strike the target. Damage, 1d4 plus 1 magic, range 100 feet, area of effect 1 creature, requires 9 intelligence, weight 1, not usable by Wizard Slayer. Eater. Oil of Speed. This oil increases the movement and combat capabilities of the Imbiber. The movement rate is doubled and the user gains 1 extra attack per round. Thus, a movement rate of 9 becomes 18, and a character normally able to attack once in a round attacks twice. This does not reduce spellcasting time, however. The duration of the effect is 1 hour. Statistics. Special. Doubles movement rate and grants 1 extra attack per round. Duration 1 hour, weight 1. Not usable by Monk or Wizard Slayer. Alright. Now, let's check everybody's... Oh, hello. Alright, Canderous. Priest Scroll. Any spell caster, besides sorcerers and shamans, must memorize spells using the rest button on the left panel after choosing their spells on the Mage Book or Priest Scroll pages. Armor of Faith. Abjuration. Level 1, Sphere Protection, range 0, duration 3 rounds plus 1 round per level. Casting time 1, area of effect the caster, saving throw none. The caster of the Armor of Faith receives significant protection against melee and magical attacks. This magical armor is a force of energy that absorbs a portion of the damage intended for the caster. At first level, the protection is 5%, and every 5 levels of the caster improves this by another 5%. For example, a 20th level priest would have 25% of his damage absorbed if protected by this spell. Bless, Conjuration Summoning. Level 1, Sphere All, range 40 feet, duration 6 rounds, casting time 9, area of effect 15-foot radius, saving throw none. Upon uttering the Bless spell, the caster raises the morale of friendly creatures by +1. Furthermore, it raises their attack and damage rolls by +1. The caster determines at what range, up to 40 feet, the spell will be cast. At the instant the spell is completed, it affects all creatures in a 15-foot radius, centered on the point selected by the caster. Thus, affected creatures leaving the area are still subject to the spell's effects. Those entering the area after the casting is completed are not. Command. Enchantment Charm. Level 1, Sphere Charm, range 90 feet, duration 1 round, casting time 1, area of effect 1 creature, saving throw special. The spell enables the priest to command another creature to die, sleep, for a single round. At the end of the round, the creature awakens and is unharmed. Creatures with 6 or more hit dice or experience levels are entitled to a saving throw versus spell to ignore the command. Cure Light Wounds we've seen already. Detect Evil, Divination. Level 1, Sphere Divination, range 0, duration instant, casting time 2, area of effect 30-foot radius, saving throw none. The spell discovers emanations of evil from any creature. Any evil creature within the range of the spell will glow red briefly. Doom, Alteration. Level 1, Sphere Charm, range 25 feet. Duration 1 turn, casting time 9, area of effect 1 creature, saving throw none. This spell causes a feeling of doom to overwhelm the target. For the duration of the spell, the target receives a -2 penalty to all his rolls, including THAC0 and saving throws. There is no saving throw for this spell. That's extremely good, incidentally. It's part of a layering strategy we can use once we have a bona fide divine caster to make enemies essentially tissue paper. Magical Stone. Enchantment. Level 1, Sphere Combat, range 50 feet, duration instant, casting time 4, area of effect 1 creature, saving throw none. Excuse me. By using this spell, the priest can create a small magical pebble which then flies out and hits the target opponent. The stone deals 1d4 points of damage to whomever it hits. The stones are considered +1 weapons for determining if a creature can be struck, those struck only by magical weapons, for instance, although they do not have an attack or damage bonus. Protection from Evil. Abjuration. Level 1, Sphere Protection, range touch, duration 3 rounds per level, casting time 1, area of effect 1 creature, saving throw none. When this spell is cast, it creates a magical barrier around the recipient at a distance of 1 foot. The barrier moves with the recipient and has 2 major effects. First, All attacks made by evil or evilly enchanted creatures against a protected creature receive a penalty of -2 to each attack roll. Second, summoned demons cannot target the protected creature. Remove Fear, Abjuration. Level 1, Sphere Charm, range 30 feet, duration 1 hour. Casting time 1, area of effect 15-foot radius, saving throw none. The priest instills courage in the spell's recipients, raising their morale to its highest. The recipient's morale will gradually reset to normal as the duration runs out. If the recipients are affected by magical fear, this is negated. Sanctuary. Abjuration. Level 1, Sphere Protection, range 0, duration 1 turn. Casting time 4, area of effect the caster, saving throw none. When the priest casts a Sanctuary spell, it causes all of his opponents to ignore his existence as if he were invisible. While protected by this spell, the subject cannot take direct offensive action without breaking the spell, but may use non-attack spells or otherwise act in any way that does not violate the prohibition against offensive action. This allows a warded priest to heal wounds, for example, or to bless himself. The priest may not cast spells on other creatures without ending the spell. Shillelagh, Alteration. Level 1, Sphere, Combat Plant, range 0, duration 4 rounds plus 1 round per level. Casting time 2, area of effect special, saving throw none. This spell enables the caster to create a magical cudgel that has a +1 bonus to its attack roll and inflicts 2d4 points of damage on opponents. Now here's Osprey. She has the exact same spell list. She also has some level 1 mage spells. Identify, Divination. Level 1, range 0, duration instant, casting time special, area of effect 1 item, saving throw none. With this spell memorized, go to the description of an unidentified item and press the Identify button. The chance of identifying the item is 100%. The spell identifies the item's name, what it does, and if it is cursed. Magic Missile, Evocation. Level 1, range, visual range of the caster, duration instant, casting time 1, area of effect 1 creature, saving throw none. Use of the Magic Missile spell, one of the most popular first level spells, creates up to 5 missiles of magical energy that dart forth from the wizard's fingertip and unerringly strike their target, which must be a creature of some sort. Each missile inflicts 1d4 plus 1 points of damage. For every 2 extra levels of experience, the wizard gains an additional missile. He has 2 at 3rd level, 3 at 5th level, 4 at 7th level, up to a total of 5 at 9th level. Okay. She's got a couple more. Burning Hands, Alteration. Level 1, range 0, duration instant, casting time 1, area of effect 5-foot cone with a 120-degree arc, saving throw half. When the wizard casts this spell, a jet of searing flame shoots from his fingertips. The wizard's hands must be held so as to send forth a fan-like sheet of flames. His thumbs must touch each other and the fingers must be spread. The burning hands send out flame jets of 5 feet length in a horizontal arc of about 120 degrees in front of the wizard. Any creature in the area of the flames suffers 1d3 points of damage, plus 2 points for each level of the caster, to a maximum of 1d3 plus 20 points of fire damage. Those successfully saving versus spell receive half damage. Chromatic Orb. Evocation. Level 1, range 90 feet, duration special, casting time 1, area of effect 1 creature, saving throw special. The spell causes a 2-foot diameter sphere to appear in the caster's hand. When thrown, the sphere heads unerringly to its target. The effect the orb has upon the target varies with the level of the caster. Each orb will do damage to the target against which there is no save, and an effect against which the target must save versus spell, with a +6 bonus. First level, 1d4 damage and blinds the target for 1 round. Second level, 1d4 damage and inflicts pain, -1 penalty to strength, dexterity, AC, and THAC0 upon the victim. Third level, 1d6 damage and burns the victim for an additional 1d8 damage. Fourth level, 1d6 damage and blinds the target for 1 turn. Fifth level, 1d8 damage and stuns the target for 3 rounds. Sixth level, 1d8 damage and causes weakness, -4 penalty to THAC0 in the victim. Seventh level, 1d10 damage and paralyzes the victim for 2 turns. 10th level, 1d12 acid damage and turns the victim to stone. 12th level. 2d8 acid damage and instantly kills the victim. Note, the victim saves versus spell with a +6 bonus against all the effects, and gets no save against the damage. And let's look at Dieter. Alright, that's all of it. Let's fight some gibberlings. Sorry, getting some phone nonsense happening.
Yes, friend?
Trying to use up all my charges. Have you had enough yet? If you're ready to go, I'll teleport you back outside. Otherwise, you better be ready for some more fighting. Bring on some more monsters. I'm not ready to quit yet. I think I've had enough. Just take me outside. I'll just deal with the monsters that I'm fighting now. Ask me if I want to fight more a little later. Too. Let's get out of here. Okay then. Once I teleport you outside, you're not going to be able to get back in here again. This is for your own protection, as the illusions I use can sometimes be dangerous. Alright. And here we are. Right back outside, no worse for wear. Let's go in this building.
It will be done.
Priest of Ogma. Reader. Let's talk to the reader first.
Excuse me, but I'm late for my classes.
Hey there, no time to chat. I've a mountain of dishes to tackle. Priest of Ogma.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
So are you sick? You look rather healthy to me, but you never can tell. Do you need any potions or such things? No need, sorry for bothering you. Yes, that would be nice of you. Alright then, take this potion. We got a potion of healing. A lovely freebie. Truly lovely freebie. Okay. Locked. Successfully forced it. Gotta make sure that we don't get spotted, because that was stealing, but nobody saw us do it. So we get away scot-free with 2 potions of healing. Wahoo! Come on, man. Get out of the way. Oh, come on! Infinity Engine pathfinding. No! Let me out! Come on out of that door. Don't you go in there. Don't you do it. He ain't moving. There he goes. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. There we go. Okay, great. Alright, that one's done.
With ease.
Alright, we got 10 minutes left. We only have 1 encounter left to do. I mean, I bet we can do it. Let's see, though. This is the bunkhouse. There's 15 gold. Free for the taking. And another tutor.
Hello, child.
Hey!
Shall we continue your lessons?
You want to know about thieving? I'm the one to ask. Tell me how to open locks and pick pockets. To pick a lock, select the thieving button, then the container or door you want unlocked. If your open lock skill is high enough, you'll defeat the lock and be able to open the door or chest, but be wary of traps. Now, if you're looking to nick a little something from a person, select that same thieving button and then target who you want to steal from. The higher your skill in pickpockets, the more valuable the item you can take from your mark. The very skilled can take rings right off fingers. Anything else you need to know about thievery? Tell me how to find and disarm traps. To look for traps, select the Detect Traps button. You won't be able to do anything but move while you search, but if your Find Traps score is high enough, every round will reveal traps in your field of view. Detected traps are outlined in red. To disarm them, select the Thieving button, then the trap. If your Find Traps skill is high enough, the trap will be disarmed. Tell me how to set traps. You'll find the Set Trap skill in your Special Abilities menu. Select the Set Traps icon, then the spot on screen you want to lay your snare. If your Set Trap score is high enough, the next person traversing that spot will set it off, sustaining damage. Tell me how to hide in the shadows. Select the Stealth button to attempt to fade from view. If your check is successful, you'll be invisible for the next round. A new check is made every round. While hidden from view, you can attack from behind with a Thief class weapon and deal bonus backstab damage. Any attack made while hidden also receives a +4 bonus to attack and damage, regardless of the weapon used. Tell me how to detect hidden doors and illusions. Selecting the Detect Traps button keeps you alert for anything out of the ordinary. If there's a door or other object hidden from view, you'll find it automatically the same time you find traps. Also, if you've sufficient points in Detect Illusion, you'll be able to see through and dispel any illusion school spells cast by an enemy. Nothing right now. If I change my mind, I may steal a moment from you later. Ha! Cheeky. Yes, come back whenever you like. Alright, so Carbos is in here. That should be the last fight we have to do in the prologue, which is nice.
I've a blade with your name on it.
Here there, you're Gorion's little whelp, aren't you? Yeah, you match the description. You don't look so dangerous to me. And what business is that of yours? That I am, do I know you? I am his child, if that is what you mean. 1. I'll make it my business if and I please. Just thought I'd have me a look at you for myself before I put the blade down your gullet. Someone seems to think you're trouble, so I'm going to use your head for a ticket out of the gutter. I'm just a little street trash hood, they say, but I'll show 'em.
With ease.
Alright,
Not a problem.
we gotta go find this, Watcher. Oh, come on! Man, the mouse wigs out sometimes. There's the Watcher. Get him. It also occurs to me that there's no reason I can't use my healing potions to try and get through this encounter. This Carbos is insanely hard to hit on this difficulty. Come on! There we go. There's another dagger. Alright. So we are just like right at the 1 hour mark. I'm gonna loot that building, go visit Winthrop to rest and save, and then we'll call it good. Karen.
Something on your mind?
I heard shouting, Skippy. Are you alright? He's dead, whoever he was. He lunged at me with a knife. Oh, Karen, what is happening to this place? It is better you don't ask questions, Karen. You have instructed and inspired me throughout my childhood, and your heart would break to see what has just transpired here. It's not this place, child. It's you they're after. Gorion is waiting on the steps to the central library and wants you to go to him as soon as you have bought what you need at the inn. Oh, Skippy, I have been your tutor for so many years, and only in this moment have I come to doubt that my teachings have been enough. Go to Gorion, child. It is safe for you here no longer. Alright. So we're gonna head in.
Not a problem.
One little barrel we can loot. Oh, dang, hold on.
Not a problem.
Okay. There we go. Here's the barracks and another tutor.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Hello, child. I understand you may benefit from my knowledge of adventurer specialties. Are there any class abilities you'd like explained? The cleric's ability to turn undead. Clerics and paladins can use their holy symbols to repel undead creatures. To use this ability, select the Turn Undead button. If your level is high enough, any undead creature in your field of view will flee while this ability is active. You might even destroy some weaker undead outright. The warrior ability to guard. If you are a paladin, fighter, or ranger, you can defend a character or area by selecting the guard button, then the character or spot you wish to defend. While defending, your character attacks any creature that approaches the specified area or attacks the protected character. The Bard's Song. Bards can sing a song that removes all fear from their entire party, setting each party member's morale to its highest level. While a bard is singing, no party member will ever flee in panic. To sing the song, select the Bard's Song button. While singing, a bard can do nothing else but move. The Shaman's Dance. To activate your Shaman's Dance ability, select the Dance button. While the ability is active, shamans cannot move or take any other action, but they will summon a steady stream of helpful spirits to aid in battle. These spirits act of their own accord. Their summoner does not direct them, but they are clever enough to differentiate friend from foe. Not especially, but thank you. It's never too late to focus your training. Return to me if you wish to know more. Okay, I think we're just about done. We're gonna finish our circle. So I'm gonna drop by. Yep. There's the completed circle. So I'm gonna pop into the inn, rest, sell some stuff, and then since we're at the 1 hour mark, we're not quite gonna finish Candlekeep in this episode. But let's sell this and this, and I'm going to go ahead and start giving my spiel as I walk back to where I'm going to save and quit. This has been Let's Play Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, I hope you'll give it a like, consider dropping a comment, and subscribing to the channel. If you're interested, please check out my Patreon and my Discord. Those links are in the video description. Either way, I am grateful for your time and attention. I appreciate you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Take care, and bye-bye. There we go. Cannot save it this time, and why might that be? Okay.